Working the weekend morning shift. It is I, your host, Pop. And I just want to welcome everyone to more kaiju themed anime chat today. And I hope I've got some very awesome shows lined up. I hope you guys think so. We'll be going through these later on. But first off, welcome everybody in the chat here. As I can see, DJ Ronnie G, our resident techie guy, is here. Nice to see you. And then there's Jake D, who has read the chapter summary for One Piece. Oh man, it is getting very good. Lots of lore being dropped from what I can see. I'm really enjoying it. I'm all caught up here. And the leader, he's here. Whoopa Troopa. Nice to see you as well, Comrade Leader. And anyone else who happens to be lurking in the background. Whether you're on Kick or Rumble or Twitch or YouTube. You're all welcome. And as you all very well know, we usually start off with some news of the week, courtesy of the Anime News Network. And at this point, I expect Alex Moore to step in here and say that he'll be back after the news. That's what he usually does. We'll see how it goes. Let's see, what do we got here? Back to last Sunday, the 7th time loop, The Villainous Enjoys a Carefree Life anime slated for January 7th. Legend of the Galactic Heroes Dainu These anime gets sequel. Nice, sequel for that. That'll make people really happy because a lot of people love Legend of the Galactic Heroes. Undead Unluck anime adds Ayumi Murase 4 more to the cast. Ojaru Maru anime gets 5-episode Genji series about Tale of Genji. Oh, but Daimut These isn't LOG. Okay, it's a reimagining. Thank you for clearing that up, DJ Ronnie G. It's not terrible? Okay. Going back to Monday, One Piece film Red ties with Princess Mononoke as number 7 all-time film in Japan. Also ties as number 4 highest earning anime film ever in Japan. That's awesome. That's great. Congrats to you, One Piece. You deserve it. You are a juggernaut of an anime, and we all love to watch you. Those of us that are One Piece fans. You have to give that waifu a closer look. Yes, the OG was good on its own. Yes, you're right, DJ Ronnie G. Zom 100 Bucket List of the Dead anime reveals December 25th debut for final 3 episodes. So a Christmas present for everyone. For those of us watching Zom 100. Did some activities with your tortoise yesterday, even brought him on to Pacific 414 stream. Hey, well that's all right. I think the little guy needs some exposure, doesn't he? Crunchyroll opens Spy Family Code white film in North American theaters in 2024. Oh, so we gotta wait till next year to watch the Spy Family movie? Ooh, I want it now. Kuroko's Basketball Street Rivals 3D mobile game launches on November 16th. It's a mobile game, everybody. Don't bother. You played Pod Racer with the grills the other day. They merely watched, but it was a while since I hung out with them. Yeah. You played Nintendo in their company to show them love. There you go. That's the way, DJ. Persona 5 Tactica Game streams development diary video. For those of you that are Persona fans, you can enjoy some of that. Japanese TV animation rankings. Here we go. Says here, Frieren, Beyond Journey's End earns 4.4%. Firefighter Daigo, Rescue in Orange earns 4.2%. This week's episode of live-action series of Kiwa Ire's Yuria's Red String manga aired on TV Asahi on Thursday, October 26th at 9 p.m. and earned a 6.3% rating. So, here we go. From the top, Saze-san, then Detective Conan, Chibi Maruko-chan, Frieren, Beyond Journey's End, Firefighter Daigo, Rescuer in Orange, One Piece, Doraemon, Sword and Sky Pretty Cure, Crayon Shin-chan, and Spy Family Season 2. Also, if you are not watching Frieren, Beyond Journey's End, what is wrong with you? This is a top-tier anime show. It's incredibly enjoyable. If you like the fantasy genre, magic, elves, dwarves, it's just having them take down demons. This is the one to watch. But is it a mobile game with Kunoichi? But Jake D, they can turn it off at any time, and it's basketball. It's a basketball game. I mean, related to a sports anime, and those don't, yeah. Not a lot of people watch the sports animes, but they're still out there. Bocchi the Rock compilation project reveals film titles. So they're going to bring it to the big screen, it looks like. Japan's video game rankings. Oh, here we go. Video game rankings, everybody. And I'm thinking we all know which one's going to be number one. Unless there's an upset somehow. Super Mario Bros. Wonder, number one, followed up by Metal Gear Solid Master Collection. Oh, that looks like a fun one to get a hold of. For the Switch, nice. Oh, number 3 is the Metal Gear Solid Collection, but for the PS5. And then after that is Marvel Spider-Man 2 for the PS5, which I heard is garbage, but I don't even have a PS5. Why would I even bother wasting money on an overpriced system like the PS5? Number 5 goes back to the Switch. Jinsei game for Nintendo. Then Pikmin 4, Pokemon Scarlet Violet, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Minecraft, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Detective Pikachu Returns, Splatoon 3, Ring Fit Adventure, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, Mario Party Superstars, EA Sports FC 24, Nintendo Switch Sports, Animal Crossing, New Horizons, Pikmin 1 and 2, and Sekai no Asoba Taizen 51. So, the only PS5 games are Metal Gear Solid and Marvel Spider-Man 2. You've not heard much good about it? Metal Gear getting love. Yeah, for sure, Jake D. Yeah, I haven't heard much good about Spider-Man 2, and frankly, I don't care. I'll play my games like Golden Sun that I was playing yesterday. That is some fun stuff, and it's for the GBA. Persona 3 Reload games trailers highlight Fuka Mitsuru. A remake ships for the console PC on February 2nd. Frank Lee, that's Jim Lee's brother. Could be Bruce Lee's brother too, but you never know. Metal Gear Solid is the first time I heard the word otaku. Oh, okay. Going back to Tuesday, Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans G apps. Euro Hunt animation gets standalone anime release. It's an animated spin-off launched in-app last November. Okay. I did enjoy Iron-Blooded Orphans. I watched the show for that, and it was good. Alia sometimes hides her feelings in Russian anime slated for April 2024. How about that second Hathaway movie? Anne Hathaway movie? You have to be a little more little more specific, Jake D. Yeah, next. The Blue Wolves of Mibu TV anime casts Yohei Azakami. Oh, you meant Gundam Hathaway. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about that Gundam Hathaway. Sympathy Kiss game launches in West on February 27th. It doesn't look like it's for me anyway. Resident Evil 4 game remake launches for Mac, iPhone, iPad on December 20th. Wow, the Capcom's really milking that Resident Evil 4 game. Shonen Jump Plus storyboarding app, World Maker and Netflix launch anime making contest. Winner gets 500,000 yen. Going back to Wednesday. Be an interesting user interface for that game. Yeah. I mean, your iPhone? I don't like things that are too small. The old, in the old screens there. Need something that's at least a bit bigger. Resident Evil 4 apparently won PlayStation Game of the Year. Just surprised by you didn't think many people were talking about it. No. I mean, I don't play the zombie games because I think they're overdone and it doesn't matter. Like, it's not fun for me. Phone is only good for playing random games to pass time at work. Yeah, yes. Short little games. You're not gonna like try to clear out a zombie-filled town. What do we got here? Going back to Wednesday, A Condition Called Love, anime reveals main cast, staff, spring 2024 debut. GViz announces plans for 3D CG anime made with generative AI. Oh no, here we go. I wouldn't do that if I were you guys. I would not do that with AI. Silverlink animates Mahjong Soul crossed with Prisma Ilya collaboration anime promo video. If I wanted to see a bunch of mindless zombies, I'd go to Toronto. Oh, right on the nose, Whoopa. Like, right on the nose. You nailed it. Very, very well observed, sir. Next up, Crunchyroll debuts Captain Tsubasa Junior Youth Arc Anime's English dub. Crunchyroll offers free indie games to Mega Ultimate fan members. I've never heard of Mega. But Crunchyroll's offering free indie games. Watch out for that Crunchyroll. I don't trust them. PlayStation 4/5 to stop offering Twitter integration. Users will no longer be able to post view content on Twitter on November 13th. Is this a big deal? Like, does anybody care? Hey, Alex Moore, good to see you. And yeah, you'll be back after the news. Yep, we'll be here. Yeah, does anybody really care that PlayStation 4 and 5 are stopping their Twitter integration, or X, or whatever you want to call it? I still call it Twitter. It'll always be Twitter. Nobody cares. It's a big nothing burger. Next up, Okamoto Kitchen Food Truck Webtoon OVA series trailer reveals Thanksgiving premiere. Well, that's pretty fortunate. It's going to be on Thanksgiving. Talking about food. North American anime manga releases. We'll just skip by that. As a reincarnated aristocrat, I'll use my appraisal skill. Anime's second video reveals more cast, staff, April 2024 debut. I don't know how interesting that's going to be. You have you're a reincarnated aristocrat, and you have an appraisal skill. I don't know. How many reincarnated animes are there now? Hey, lots. A lot. The last PlayStation you had was 3. Yeah, I have a PlayStation 3, a PlayStation 4, but I stopped there. What do you need PlayStation Twitter integration for? Yeah, exactly. Like, it's like, hey guys, look at the game I'm playing. Hello, Asterisk. Good to see ya. We're just going through the news of the week. Next, we'll have that time I got reincarnated as a tax accountant. Yeah. Oh, here's relevant to our interests, especially for the theme of the month today. On Thursday, Godzilla -1 opens at number 1. Third, Sumiko Gurashi film at number 2. Sengoku Yoku TV anime premieres on January 10th. PA Works, DMM.com unveil original TV anime Nanare Hananari for 2024. The time I got reincarnated as a person who watches anime? Yes. Yeah, you know what? That's probably out there. It's probably like called reincarnated as an otaku or something like that, or reincarnated as a weeb. -1 looks awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to see it. I hope it comes over here in theaters. I'm sure Mrs. Mechanic myself would like to go see it. Shinogi Kanazami's The New Gate Isekai light novels get TV anime in 2024. Okay. Toilet Bound Hanako-kun gets 2nd season. Alright, well. Never seen anything about that, but it doesn't sound too promising. It's going to release on December 1st in North America. Ooh, so soon. Good. Just going to lurk for a while? Don't mind me. Not at all. Lurk away. New Yurusei Yatsura's anime's second half reveals 3 more cast members. The Idolmaster Shiny Colors song for Prism smartphone game launches on November 14th. Smartphone game, another one. Neptunia Sisters vs. Sisters game Switch version launches in West on January 23rd. Looks like there's some waifus in that game, and it's for the Switch. The Dreaming Boy is a realist anime, gets English dub. The King of Fighters 15 game adds DLC character Hinako Shijo on November 14th. King of Fighters means Mai. Yes, Mai Shiranui. Nintendo Switch console sales reach 132.46 million worldwide. Pikmin 4 reaches 2.61 million sales. Let's hear it there, everybody. The Switch. Switch is a big success. What a good console. Nintendo nailed it this time. The only thing they could do if they release the follow-up to the Switch, the Super Switch or the Switch 2 or whatever you want to call it, as long as they make it backwards compatible, I'll be happy because I want all my old games to work in the new Switch. So as long as they do that, things will be good. And then they'll have they're killing it out there. Nintendo is doing well. They've definitely done a good job. They realize they don't have to try to take on Sony and Microsoft. Let those two battle it out, and they can just go and do their own thing. And having an affordable console with this, they have almost all the same games. I know they're probably like nerfed a little bit for the console, but it works. It It just works. And praise the Switch, yes. Fluffy Paradise Anime unveils new visual opening song artist. Moving along to Friday, Anime Festa reveals Modateo Adam-kun anime. Okay, I just saw. Harem crossed with near-future sci-fi story by Backwashers Toyo. Shueisha announced on Friday that Toyo's Modateo Adam-kun manga inspiring the next Anime Festa is directing the anime. This guy's directing, yes, Harem. Near future sci-fi story is set in a world suffering from a pandemic that has led to males worldwide suffering from erectile dysfunction. Oh, this has led to males. Yeah, the story centers around Kazuki, a high school boy who is one of the few who can still get hard. He is harangued by his kind senpai, his horny teacher, and a handsome girl who is the prince of the school and the heir of a huge conglomerate. Toyo began digitally publishing the manga in November 2022. Shueisha will publish the manga to compiled book volumes simultaneously on January 18th, 2024. Yeah, there you go. It may be a fun time. We'll see. Whisper Me a Love Song, Yuri Anime's first full promo video, announces new director, more staff, April delay. It's a terrible world. Yes, unless you're the guy that doesn't suffer from erectile dysfunction, in which case you are probably treated like a king. It should have been you. Next up, a playthrough of a certain dude's VR MMO life anime cast Shigeru Chiba Satoshi Hino. Black Clover Mobile Rise of the Wizard King game launches globally on November 30th. Wit Studio teases new release of Great Pretender anime. Koi Koi Love Blossoms game launches on PS5 on November the 16th. Hey, Jay's Daddy, how you doing? We're just getting through the end of the news of the week here. We're on Friday, so we'll see how it goes. Toho Spell Carnival game trailer highlights characters. Netflix streams English subtitled video clip for Onmyoji anime. No, not much for Saturday. Mashal Magic and Muscle Season 2's teaser reveals Divine Visionaries cast. I heard that Mashal wasn't very good. Not a lot of people that I saw watching it liked it, so got a Season 2. Netflix teases Production IG's Terminator anime. I don't know about this, everybody. I don't know. I do like Production IG's anime. Like, they do an excellent job in their animation. But Netflix teased the anime series based on the Terminator film franchise with Production IG and Skydance Entertainment on Saturday. According to the teaser, the series is coming soon. The company first ordered the series in 2021. Mattson Tomlin is serving as the showrunner and executive producer. He was with Project Power and The Batman. Though rights holders of the Terminator franchise had planned a Terminator collection of animated shorts created by leading European and Japanese auteurs in 2008, but the project was not released in the following year as they planned. Termination would have focused on Judgment Day, the pivotal day in the Terminator franchise's multiple storylines, when the Skynet defense system would launch nuclear weapons that destroy much of humanity. The iconic T-800 robot, in a time-traveling weapon of Skynet, and it has been both the antagonist and protagonist in the various Terminator projects since the first film in 1984. The T-800 did make an official authorized cameo in the long-running Doraemon television anime series in June 2009. Of all the shows to go into, Doraemon? The Doraemon anime's title character is a time-traveling robot cat from the future, and the dream matchup was described in the Japanese press as a confrontation between America and Japan's robots. Terminator Salvation film opened in Japan on June 13th, 2009, 2 weeks before the promotional Doraemon cameo. Well, it's better than the last 3 movies. I guess we'll have to wait and see. For those of us that have Netflix, you can give it a watch and see what you think. Just remember that last live-action Terminator was just god-awful from what I heard. I wasn't even going to waste my time with it. Netflix posts Scott Pilgrim Takes Off anime series final trailer. Anybody care about Scott Pilgrim? I mean, it's been why now? Like, who's asking for this? Who figures that there's enough Scott Pilgrim fans that they're like, yeah, we should do this? I don't get it. Square Enix's Final Fantasy 16 Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth games win at Golden Joystick Awards. Anybody want to hear about the Golden Joystick Awards? Do we care? Is it, are they credible? Or are they just, well, hey, these guys are doing this and we don't care about whether the game's good or not, but as long as it sends a message. Sea of Stars got Best Indie. Okay. Well, that can't be too bad then. A lot of people do like Sea of Stars. I think they're part of Games Radar. Next up then, monthly Mosu Science Anime reveals opening, ending, theme song artists. Oh, this is on Sunday now, by the way. Berserk of Gluttony anime casts Takahito Koyasu and his son Koki Koyasu. Supposedly they're the longest running Game Award program. You cannot confirm. Okay. And finally, the last article here. Maho Tsukai no Yakusoku, Promise of Wizard Game App launches anime. So there you go. You guys are all caught up on the news of the week. Next up, before we hit our main event, we'll have a commercial.
Oh, hey there everybody. How are you? Well, I don't always play video games, but when I do, I make sure to safely make a safety save in a safe environment. And if you don't know how to make a safety save, well then make sure you check out Pop Culture Mechanics, 9 a.m. Mountain Time and 10 a.m. Central on Saturday mornings, where you can learn how to make a safety save that you might be so excited you could dance if you wanna. So, come on and check out Pop Culture Mechanics on Saturday mornings. Going to see you there. Bye.
Finally! Yes! Whew! My God! Alright, welcome back. And switching it up here. Moving on to our main event. I think you guys might want to cover your ears or turn your volume down because we're going to get ourselves a little bit of a roar here. I'll give you some time. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. There you go. Volume increased. Good old God Gojira roar. All right, first up on the agenda, and this is a very classic anime that I speak very highly of. It's, to me, very enjoyable. It's done by Studio Gainax, whose animation is just top tier, and that is Gunbuster. They are fighting giant monsters, pretty much kaiju, in space. And if you haven't seen this, you're doing yourself a disservice. What an enjoyable romp through the galaxy. And it's only 6 episodes long. And it's an OVA, so it's got OVA quality animation. The character designs, the music, the animation, the story itself, it tops in all those categories. I think it deserves more viewing by everyone, and it deserves more praise. It is from 1988, so yeah, it is quite old. Wait a minute, 1988, 2023. This is the 35th anniversary of Gunbuster. So there you go. For those that don't know, a little synopsis here. In the very near future, a race of huge insect-like aliens is discovered traveling the galaxy. These aliens seem dedicated to the eradication of the human species as it takes its first steps away from the solar system. And they are getting closer and closer to Earth. Humanity has responded by developing space-going battleships and giant fighting robots. These robots are piloted by the best and brightest of Earth's youth, picked from training schools around the world. The story begins in the year 2023, not long after the first battles with the aliens, and centers on young Noriko Takaya. Although Noriko's father was a famous captain in the space fleet who was killed during one of the first battles of the war, her talents as a pilot are questionable. Nonetheless, she has entered a training school. Through the series, Noriko, joined by the beautiful and talented Kazumi Yamano, will fight to overcome the trauma of war, the doubts of her peers, and her own lack of confidence. So, what I have for you guys is not the first episode like I would usually do. I've picked the 4th episode. And it's because this has, well, the debut. So here we go. So they're in space right now. I think they're trying to take the battle to the kaiju. So right now there's a big discussion. And apparently these aliens plant eggs in the suns or the stars of solar systems, and it just destroys them. So it just wipes out all life. And that's why they want to keep them away from the Earth's solar system. They're trying to take the battle to them. But they do expand on all the lore, and they try to explain what's going on with these aliens. Episode 4, Launch, the incomplete ultimate weapon. And our pilots are having a bit of a shower. Cleaned up after training. Got Amano there. She's the big sister to Noriko. And then the girl in the red hair is Jungfried, who's from Russia. Or actually, during this time it was made, it was still the Soviet Union. So they refer to her as the Soviet pilot. They're relaxing, but Noriko cannot relax. She has to train. From Russia, you say? Yes, from Russia. She is a Soviet. Noriko has to train, though. All the other girls are relaxing, but she has to train with the coach. But our Soviet girl sees how much training she's getting and how much attention she's getting, and she is not having any of it. So there's a bit of a confrontation. She sees all how bruised up she is. She wants to challenge her to a duel. And here we go. Up on to the ship, the deck of the ship there. She is going to try her best. Here they go. But she happens to recall her last battle, which did not go very well. A lot of people died during that battle. She's having flashbacks, and it affects her a lot. So much so that she just crumples to the ground. All she can do is cry. So then her big sister steps in and goes, "What are you doing?" And I believe that gets her a slap from the big sister, but the big sister also gets a slap back. So it's a little bit of trading slaps for what they did, for what the Soviet girl did to Noriko. But she puts it plainly that the next time she goes out into space, she's going to die. And Noriko can hear all this. So now, more confrontation. The big sister goes to the coach. She's trying to find out. She's like, "What are you doing to her?" He's like, "Don't worry about it. Just work on your own skills." Everybody's worried about Noriko, whether she's going to come back to space next time she goes into battle. I believe they're going to make a hyperspace jump back to Earth. Everybody's getting ready. Okay, they're getting ready. Here we go. Time to warp back to Earth. So when they warp back through Earth, they go through subspace. Enhanced Woopa. Aviators inside a spaceship, uber cool. You betcha. Coaches, tops. Uh-oh, something's going wrong. There's aliens inside space, inside subspace with them, and they're like, they can't see a thing. Radar doesn't work, nothing works, so they're just shooting blindly. Try to take down some of these aliens. They're like, if we warp out now, the aliens will know the location of Earth, but nope, it's too late. Here they go. 12% of the fleet made it out of subspace. That's huge losses. Kitchen is fully ready, comrades. There you go. All that made it out was their ship and 12 other ships. The rest are the aliens. So they're getting ready to sortie. Everybody gets to go except Noriko. She has to stay behind. And can we take a moment to appreciate the uniforms they wear to go into battle? They look like ninjas. These are awesome. He's left behind, and the battle not going well. So even their strongest torpedoes cannot take down the enemy. Wearing pants inhibits a woman's ability to fight in space. It's science. The full extent of your appreciation cannot be expressed enough. Yeah, see, these aliens are huge. She's very sad she didn't have. She's thinking she's going to die. So she's finally gathered up all her courage. She's going to do something about it. The aliens are swarming. Things are dire. These things are relentless. This is their darkest hour. The captain is planning to run the ship into the lead alien. Until they tell him that hangar number 4 is opened. And here comes the gunbuster. Captain tries to stop her, but Coach is like, nope, your target is the main alien, and take it out. And you can see a comparison as how big the gunbuster is compared to their regular mechs they use. Like, one of those mechs, the smaller mechs, will fit in the gunbuster's hand. So gunbuster is huge. Right now she's in combat with the leader, the alien leader, and it is super fast. Can't hit it, she can't do anything to it. So she comes up with the idea she's gonna catch it. A space ball would have solved this problem. You should have built the space ball then. Oh. Nobody wants her to do this. But then she goes. She takes that alien, the brunt of the force, straight on into the gunbuster. There it is. She's impaled on the end of the alien. This thing, look at how huge this thing is. Now it's time to shock it. She unleashes the full electric power of the gunbuster on the alien. Everything explodes and it's gone. And everyone thinks that the gunbuster evaporated with it. Aliens are retreating, and there's the gunbuster. And it's their first victory. There you go. That was episode 4. You guys, if you want to know how it ends, you gotta watch the whole thing. It's such a excellent show. I can't sing its praises enough. A very compelling waifu case has been made. Yes, of course, Jake D. Cute waifus, exactly. And hello to Punk Waddle. Nice to see ya. We just went through Gunbuster as one of the kaiju. And yeah, I encourage anybody to watch it as it is very enjoyable. It's in my top 10 of best anime ever. So that's pretty high praise. I don't give out praise just haphazardly. I make sure that it deserves the praise. Next up, everyone might have seen this already or not, but Godzilla Planet of the Monsters. This one's on Netflix, and it is the first part of a trilogy from what I've seen. I've seen all 3 of them. But Planet of the Monsters. If you have not seen this, Mechagodzilla. Yes, a giant metal penguin terrorizes the Earth and has to be taken out. So we have to call on Punk Waddle to assemble his team to take down Mechagodzilla. Or, for this one, the synopsis is: the appearance of the giant living creatures kaijus and the ultimate existence that destroys all monsters, Godzilla, has incited a battle that lasted for half a century. Humanity has experienced continuous defeat and finally plans to escape from the Earth in 2048. Only those who were selected by the AI managed under the central government boarded the intersidereal immigrant spaceship Aratrum to head for Tau Ceti Epsilon, the planet beyond the distance of 11.9 light years. However, the environmental condition differences between that of the Earth and Tau Epsilon were considered to be inhabitable by human beings. The young man on the immigrant ship, Haruo, who saw his parents killed by Godzilla in front of his eyes, had only one thing in his mind for 20 years: to return to the Earth and defeat Godzilla. Shut out from the possibility of emigration as the living environment in the ship deteriorates, the group of Earth returnists, led by Haruo, are determined to return through a dangerous long-distance hyperspace navigation. However, 20,000 years have passed on Earth since, and it has become an unknown world with the ecosystem reigned by Godzilla. Oh, that's a different anime. Okay. Yeah, Planet of the Monsters is different. Sending Punkwallow into dangerous situations is the majority of Whoopstuckian Warpants. So there you go. That's the synopsis for that. I don't know how they can get away with calling it a Netflix original series. They had nothing to do with thinking it up. You know, Gojira will always be Toho. Maybe original story, but not an original series. So yes, it starts out, they're in space, they're by Tau Ceti Epsilon, and they realize this place is uninhabitable. I don't know why they didn't do better research on this. If you're going to a planet, you better do your research to see if it's actually habitable. Look for water. Netflix paid for it. Okay. They're distributing it or something. Okay. Thanks for the clarification, you guys. So Haruo is in there, and he really wants to go back to Earth. He threatens them. He's like, don't send those people down to the planet's surface, or I'm going to blow up this shuttle and take the ship with it. Pretty much what it gets to. But then they've got the SWAT team that's going to, I think, try to take him down. His grandfather is part of the people that are supposed to head down to the planet. And they're like, don't worry, Haruo, it's okay. We'll head down to the planet. Oh, and just so you guys know, this is like movie length, so it's like an hour and a half long. So just clear your schedule if you're going to give it a watch. And the ship gets sent out anyway to the planet, and Haruo sees that it just blows up. Something happens. Something happened. Something failed. Something went wrong, and the ship just blows up before it even makes it to landing. So it gives a bit of history as to, all the kaijus that have attacked Earth early on. And yes, Godzilla is there. He's attacking Paris. I'm sure Jake Deal like that. There's been some aliens that have joined up with the people of Earth to help them out. But they couldn't stop Godzilla. There's two different groups of aliens. There's the Bella Saludos. I think they refer to them as. And there's young Haru watching his parents get wiped out by Godzilla. And honestly, during this time when they're like, we have to get to this planet far away, if I were them, I would have just went to the moon and built something there. And then, because, the speed that Godzilla travels, couldn't you just sort of jump down to the planet, grab what you needed, and jump back? So they're showing that things are very bad on the ship. The ship, everyone's on, the smallest of rations. Yes, people are dying. They Can't mourn them because they're like, well, that's less mouths to feed. Getting dire. He gets a visit by one of the alien guys, and they have this religion that they follow. So he's helping him out. I think he slipped him a little drive or something. He could check over things. As far as it comes to defeating Godzilla, because that is his primary function now in life, is to take down Godzilla. And that's Metphes, the alien. And that's the other fella. They're all part of like the same religion. Metphes and this other fella. There's the Bilasulados. These guys don't have any kind of religion. They are technology, 100% technology. So they don't believe in the metaphysical or anything like that. They are all about the technology. You've got the religious zealots on one side and the people who are all about the technology on the other. And then the humans are kind of in the middle. So they're trying to figure out now. Everything's running out. Are they going to make the hyperspace jump back to Earth? And a lot of people that were born in space have no connection to the Earth, so they're relying on the older people who had a connection with the Earth to tell them about it. First, they have to convince the captain and the High Council that they should return to Earth, and because they have a plan to conquer Godzilla. You're not sure how you feel about the art style? Netflix has a few in this vein of artistic style. Yeah, it almost looks like, if you've seen Ruby or whatever, it kind of looks like that to me. Like cell shaded CGI? Is that what you'd call it? So, I believe they're getting ready. At least I think they are. Should be getting ready for their jump back to Earth. Which show is this? This is, I want to get right here, Godzilla, Planet of the Monsters. And it's on Netflix, Alex. Yeah, okay, they are. They're making the jump back to Earth. It's a long distance jump. And they make it. And everybody wants to see, what does the Earth look like? It's that grainy CGI. Ruby was a little more cartoony. Yeah, it was. Yep. Yeah. Rooster Teeth had a gen lock that had a lot of potential and a good voice acting. Just kind of flopped right when Rooster. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, and the death of Monty Ohm was a big. That was a big hindrance too. Like having that guy. And yeah, he passed on, and he was the driving force behind Ruby. He did a good job, but, you know, I guess no one else had the same passion for Ruby as he did. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's just what I got out of it. So they're going to send probes down to the Earth. See what they can see down there. Yes, Monty did create a lot of that. Okay. So things They're checking. Some of these people have never even seen trees before. Oh, they detected something though. And I believe their probe got wiped out. So that should prove to them that there's something down there. There's an open letter by Shane Neuville about all the issues beginning around Volume 3's production. Oh, okay. So Haruo was put in a brig for what he did there. He's been sitting there while these guys have been looking around. I think they're finally hearing the plan to take down Godzilla. You'll message it to me? Thanks, Jake D. I'll give that a read. So, they know what they have to do. Need volunteers. And hey, you're in the brig, so Haruo, you're gonna go down to Earth and be part of the attack force to try to take down Godzilla. And they keep going through here. And yes, the religious guys are doing their religious thing. Some of them are going to be part of it. Humans, technological aliens. Haru's not the leader. His buddy there is. His name's Leland. And they have their drop ships and they are going. And Earth is not quite the same when they left it. They need to clear out a spot so they can land, so they just, which to me, you couldn't have found like a field or something, you had to land in the forest. So you drop, like incendiary bombs on it to clear it out. If that doesn't announce you're here, then I don't know what does. So something hit the ship and they're not sure what it was. You think you remember that? So they're getting all their stuff. They've got some mechs, they've got all their equipment they need. They gotta try to find Godzilla so they can do more analysis to find his weak spot. They're gonna have to get closer, obviously. Why wouldn't you? They're gonna learn more about Earth, about how it's changed. Apparently that plant is so sharp that it broke that knife. So it's like the Earth has adapted to live with Godzilla, not fight against it. Either that or Godzilla has affected the Earth so much that it just asserts its domination over the actual environment. So they notice some claw marks. They have a scientist with them who really pays attention to things going along. going on around them, and flowers growing and such. But then we have some Godzilla-like creatures that start attacking. They're winged creatures, almost like pteranodons or pterodactyls, whatever you want to call them. There you go. Took a bit of doing, but they brought one down. And I think they're going to analyze it. The scientist there has taken a tooth sample. And they're doing their analysis. So, yeah, there's a little conflict here, Haruo and Leland. One wants to leave because it's too dangerous, the other wants to stay. It's like, hey, we have to take down Godzilla. It's like, it's too dangerous. There was a bit of discussion between them, what they should do. So everyone's on guard now. I believe what they did was they split up different groups to find Godzilla. Pretty sure. And the religious fella is always Haruo is looking up to him for advice and such. He needs his reassurance. He also has this burning desire to kill Godzilla and nothing else, so he's very single-minded in what he wants to do, which can be quite dangerous when you've got just tunnel vision on one goal and nothing else. I believe they are out doing more searching and come across who it is. It's Godzilla. They come across him. And they relentlessly attack him. But I think it's going to be futile. It's too powerful. But they did scan him, which is the whole the whole purpose of that reconnaissance mission, to scan Godzilla and find his weak point. I believe they located it on his dorsal fin. Apparently he has an electromagnetic shield that helps him. Haruo gets made the leader of the after Leland dies. Haruo gets made the leader of the expedition now. And he's got that single-minded determination to kill Godzilla at any cost. He'll throw wave after wave of his own people just to destroy Godzilla. That's how single-minded he is. Not the best for a leader, I think. But they go and antagonize Godzilla again. They have what they are going to need. They need him to use his shield so they can analyze it some more and plan their attack. These little bikes they're flying are not good enough. They need heavier firepower. I think they sent some ships with bigger guns. I think they're going to try some hit and run tactics. It is just a long battle. I believe they have to get close enough to put a special okay. They're gonna stab something into Godzilla. That will help destabilize. There it is. They're gonna stab that into him to destabilize his electromagnetic shield. And when the shield's down, as you can see in the picture here, that's when they can hurt Godzilla. So everybody that has one in their necks there, they jab it into them and it burrows into Godzilla. And finally, once it's destabilized, he explodes. And that is the end of Godzilla. Everyone is so happy. Because he's destroyed. Finally, he blew up. A lot of relief from everyone. A lot of sacrifice. It's like, we did it. Finally. Let's relax. Until they're like, oh, what's this? What's going on here? That explosion. Well, they beat one Godzilla, but they didn't beat the original. He's even larger than the last one. So just when they thought they beat this when they thought they beat him, they didn't. That was like an offspring or something, because this is the original, who is even bigger. And so it's time for everyone to run for their lives. Because he is one ugly kaiju. His power is off the scale. He shoots his atomic breath, it just wipes out everything. The last thing Haruo sees is, I believe, he got taken down. And that's it. That is Godzilla, Planet of the Monsters. It's the first of a trilogy, though. So, once you watch this, you have to watch the other two to see how it ends up. And if you're into kaijus and such, I think you'll like it. Because it raises your hopes and dashes your hopes, and then raises them again and dashes them again. So, you are in for a roller coaster ride. And I really enjoyed it too. And it came out in 2017. Okay. So a little while ago. It's not the newest one. We'll eventually get there. We'll get to the newest one. So yes, there we go. That is the two kaiju anime that I wanted to show you guys today. On the other side here, second, that's set up. Okay. Anime I'm watching right now. Stardust Telepath. Not bad. Slice of life. It's kinda, I may drop it just because it's just getting too, it's not interesting enough for me to keep me shy. Just about ready to drop shy, unless they do something drastic for the next episode. 16-Bit Sensation, Another Layer. Excellent show. Love the time travel. Love learning about this girl who wants to make her own Bishoujo game. Overtake. Pretty good racing game. Like to see what's going on here. It's fun. You did start 16-bit, an episode or two worth watching? Yes, an endorsement from Punkwaddle. Hey, what? And 16-bit is good. Like, especially, I'm a sucker for time travel, so I lived through the 90s. I know what it was like, and seeing them go back in time and play with all the 90s computers. That's fun stuff for me. You still have Jobless Reincarnation to catch up on from last season. Oh, okay. Jobless Reincarnation. I haven't gotten into that one. 100 Girlfriends Who Really, Really, Really Love You. Hilarious. I laugh my ass off whenever I watch this show. It's pretty damn funny, and it's a cute one to watch. But the one that I've been praising a lot, and I don't hand out praise easily, Frieren, Beyond Journey's End. If you watched the last episode like I did, and you're just like, yes, this is what it's all about, I can't say enough good stuff about it. It's got magic, it's got heart, it's got, people learning about relationships and such like that. It's got everything you need to be classified as a top tier anime, at least for this season. Top tier fantasy anime. If you haven't watched Frieren, watch it. You will enjoy it. It's excellent in my book. You'd like to be reincarnated and not have to work. Reincarnated as a Woopa? That might be a possible show. Same with you, Jake D, likewise. Yeah, it's good. I think I'm going to have to catch up on some today. What's one episode behind on Overtake and one episode behind on the Girlfriends one. So that's what I'll be doing today, watching that. And I hope you guys will too. State-sponsored anime, you like it, yeah. I'm surprised. We don't have state-sponsored anime about waifus? Is oversight, I think. You think that would be more versatile than a slime? Yeah. I didn't get into watching that one as a slime, but Reincarnated as a Sword was excellent, and I know Brandon, the anime guy, loves that one. I did too. I liked watching Fran break away from being a slave to, being free and strong and able to take down enemies that just look down on her. That was great. Yeah, Fran and Teacher. Yeah, Shisho. Yeah, that's really good. And last season, Reincarnated as a vending machine. That was fun for me. I really enjoyed it. Pretty funny, you got a guy who likes vending machines and he dies and gets reincarnated as one. So it's fun stuff. But yeah, there we go. That is what I'm watching. Oh, also Gatchaman. Slowly working our way through. There's 105 episodes of Gatchaman, but I'm getting through it. It is awesome anime from the 70s with, what do you call it? Super Sentai, because they're a team, group of 5. So I'm anxious to see how this ends. Yes, that's it for this edition of Sunday Anime Chat. I just want to thank everyone that came out today. People like DJ Ronnie G, and Jake D, and Woopa Troopa, and of course Alex Moore, and Godzillionaire, and Asterisk, and Jay's Daddy, and of course Punk Waddle. Always good to see you. And anyone else that happened to be lurking and watching and listening, whether you were on Kick or Rumble or Twitch or on YouTube, you have my appreciation. If you could do me a favor and just, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, spread the word, let people know, on the weekend morning shift that Pop will be working that. Every Saturday with games and every Sunday with anime. There's other good channels out there to watch, people I watch personally and enjoy, like Pacific 4 and Blaine's Escape Corner. There's Ronin66, there's our very own DJ Ronnie G, and Brandon the Anime Guy. Then there's the Nerdporeal Lifeform, there's Angry Canadian, and Woopa Troopa, who we hope gets back into streaming soon, because his chill streams are pretty fun. And also Punk Waddle, you can find him at 4 from Under a Rock and on Snowdub's channel. I've got a Discord, it's called The Shop, because that's where all the tradesmen hang out. We hang out at the shop. Speaking of which, coming up, I have Monday off of work. I got it in lieu of having Saturday off for Remembrance Day, which is Veterans Day in the U.S. So Monday, I've just got a free day, and with that day, I'm going to be on with Words of Paradise. So Leon Idol has asked me to come on his YouTube channel called Words of Paradise. I believe that's what it's called. I better make sure that's what it's called. Words of Paradise. Yes, his YouTube channel is called Words of Paradise, and he does some excellent, he has some excellent shows, and he's got some good takes out there about just he's pop culture in general. He touches on all sorts of subjects, so he's a good dude, and I will be there at, I believe it's 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. So watch for that on Monday. I will be on Leon's channel. And on Tuesday, Trades Talk Tuesday, I'll be back at work. And hopefully I'll have more stories and pictures and videos of being in the skilled trades. And you can stop by and, learn how to get into the skilled trades, what to expect. And, we'll have a good time. I think it's important that the next generation learns about being in the skilled trades. So send anybody over. If you know someone that's in the skilled trades, send them on over. Let's get to talking. Maybe they'll get an interview. I've always liked to interview other tradesmen. And then Saturday, game day, gonna be playing more Golden Sun. There's Leon's website, Words of Paradise. Yeah, more Golden Sun. That's a fun game. I'm enjoying it so far. And I'm going to keep up with it. And then, after that, Sunday, more anime about kaiju. Join me for some more shows, and we'll enjoy our kaiju as we should. Always something about a guy in a big suit crashing around or in the city and smashing buildings. People just sort of love that sort of thing. Or when the two big kaiju meet up and fight each other. That's even more entertaining. Lots of destruction. And then who do you root for? We gotta find out. There we go. Now that the new Whoopstotska headquarters has been established, state broadcasts can resume, and they will. I know we're all looking forward to that. Anyway, I hope to see everyone tomorrow on Leon's channel there. Hopefully it'll be a fun time. I don't know what to expect, but it should be good. Until then, everyone, I appreciate you coming by. I've been Pop, and I am signing off.